So the update on the '04 Competition Orange Terminator Cobra is an oil change. This car doesn't get a lot of updates. There really isn't a lot going on with the car. It sits a lot, and I do try to take it out and drive it around. It still has a little clutch chatter from the new spec clutch that's in it, and so I am enjoying driving around the neighborhood trying to get that worn in over time. But anyway, lifted on the K member there, got it jacked up for oil change, drained the oil, and here is my somewhat failed attempt to try to refill the quarts of the empty quart jugs with the engine oil. And this oil has probably 150 miles or so on it. It really has almost nothing on it, but it is 3 years old. That oil has been sitting in the car. I did an oil change on it before it went into storage when I was between houses, and I didn't hardly drive the car at all. So it's still really good oil, and I'm going to use it to add a little bit here and there to the Tahoe because it does drip out of the rear main seal a little bit. So judge me if you want, but I think it's still good oil. I just didn't want it in my high performance engine. Now, I was taught in my high school auto shop class that every time you change the oil, you should run the car for about 30 seconds to a minute and then shut it off, and obviously look underneath to make sure that the filter isn't leaking or anything. So that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, I know the hood's still open in this part of the video, but just have a little patience, you'll hear me close it. As a matter of fact, that is something scary that I worry about. I know people who have had Terminator Cobras, Mach 1s, and Mustangs, and they've been going down the road and they forgot to latch the hood, and it flies up, hits the windshield, shatters the windshield, dents the roof, and potentially totals the car depending on what the value of the car is. There we go. And once the car was warmed up, it just happened to be that I had some fun with it. I just couldn't help myself. So that's the update on the Competition Orange Terminator, and I have more updates on the other cars coming, and more Mustang stories as well.